What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back and watching another video. Today I am gonna do a video that a lot of people have been asking me for. It's gonna be my foundation routine. That's why I don't have any makeup on my skin right now, and I probably look a little crazy, just a little bit. Before I start anything, I want to apologize a lot for my intro for my eyebrow tutorial. When I was watching it, I was like, what the heck was that? Why the hell do I look miserable? Like, I don't know what the heck was going on with me. I'm sorry. I'm just, I'm still trying to get used to the camera. I'd be a little nervous to, talk to myself. I don't know why, because I talk to myself anyways like a weirdo. But I'm gonna start just, letting go and being me, because that's the only way that we're gonna connect, and that's what I want to do with you guys, connect. But anyways, I figured I'd film my intro without any makeup on, because I usually like film my intro after I do my video, like the eye look or whatever the video is based on, and then it'll be me without whatever the video is about, you know what I mean. But today, I'm just gonna take you guys from the beginning, like bare face. So when I do my foundation or my makeup, obviously I do my foundation every time I do my makeup, I always make sure I exfoliate, wash my face, and moisturize. Those are the three main things that I do, because I do have dry skin, and if I don't do that, once I start applying all the products, my dry skin will just start to come through. It'll start peeling once I like start to put powder on, and it's just not cute. And it'll still sometimes even do that after I exfoliate, but it'll do it a lot less, and that's what I have my trusty Fix Plus for, because it helps minimize all of that. But anyways, let's get started, because I don't want to make this intro too long, and let's go. Okay, so obviously we're gonna start off by priming the skin. What I like to do is I like to use a pore filling primer first. I use like 3 different primers. So I've been just using this one, the Makeup Forever Step 1, the pore filling one. I mean, it's okay. I'm on the market for a better one though. So I'll just take some of that, and I'll only put this right here where I have, and I honestly don't even have large pores, but I just do it because I have smile lines right here, like really bad. Like no matter what I do, like I'll always have smile lines on my face, and it's really bad. So I'll put it right in my smile lines, like I'll pack it in to try to like minimize it. Okay, so now that I got that down, I'm gonna take the Elsie Pearl Radiance Primer. I've been loving this. I just got it, but I absolutely adore this. I'll just put this all over my face. I don't know what the hell this does, but it's amaze balls. What the hell is that? That's a big chunk of, I don't even know what the hell. So this will go all over. It just makes the foundation look so good. So I'll put that. And then I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube. This was brought out by Nikki Tutorials, the Nivea, it's the Post Shave Balm. I use a sensitive one just because we don't want no breakouts because of this, but this literally is a glue for foundation, and that's what I use it for. I don't use it for any like moisturizing purpose or to fill in any lines. This is just to make my makeup stick. So this is how I'll put it on. I'll rub it in my hand and I'll just press it. Like, I wait like a couple seconds to let it dry and get tacky, so that way once we go in with our foundation, it'll stick. So just let that dry. You have to prime your skin, like that is very important, priming. So now we're gonna go in with our foundation, and the foundation that I always use is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I know I said that I have dry skin, and usually people with dry skin don't gravitate towards matte foundations, but I don't know what it is about this foundation. This is my favorite foundation. This even beats like all my high-end foundations. So I'll use this, but I'll always mix any high-end foundation. I will mix with this just to make my high-end foundations last longer than, I don't want to just use my high-end foundation and it's gone in 2 pumps. Like, no, them bottles be $40. I don't got time. Anyways, my favorite ones, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, the liquid, and the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'll use either or. Like, I'll use this one and mix it with the matte, or I'll use the this one and mix it with the Maybelline. Today we're gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way. So what I'll do is I'll pump some, like a pump and a half on the back of my hand, and then I'll pour some of the Maybelline one, like right here, just like. And another reason why I always mix the Maybelline one is because this shade is like perfect for my skin, so it helps me if like a foundation doesn't match me perfectly. So then I'll just like mix it with my finger, and we'll start to put that on. I usually put it on with my finger, but for the purpose of this video, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put it on with a brush. This is just, I'm not gonna obviously leave it like. So this is just to like get it on. Now this is the only thing that I use for foundation, concealer. This right here, the sponge, the beauty sponge. This is not the original Beauty Blender, this is the Real Techniques one. This is the best. I bought the Beauty Blender one, the $20 sponge, and never again. Never again. So we're just gonna buff this into the face. Whatever. So then I'll just like drag whatever is left on the sponge, because I don't really go in with product on my neck because I don't want like my clothes to be all full of foundation. And then I'll just drag some on my ears. All right, so I just doubled up, like added an extra layer of foundation. So now we're gonna move on to concealer, but before the concealer, I'm gonna color correct. I use the Becca, you probably can't see it, but it looks like this, the Sephora 57 brush. And I'll just like press this right underneath here. This is supposed to color correct dark circles. That's what this is for. Oh my god, I just hit pan on this. Like, I'm dying. Someone remind me to go to Sephora and buy a backup. So we're moving on to concealer. Now, my favorite, oh my god, I didn't bring it over here. All right, I'm back, I got it. So I use the Urban Decay The Naked concealer right here. And this is the best concealer of life. It's from the drugstore, which was what makes it so good, because it's so cheap. It's the Maybelline, I don't even know what this is called, the Master Conceal Concealer. I use the shade Light and Fair. These are the two lightest shades, and I'll mix it with this. Lately, I've been trying out the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't want to put this in this video because I'm still testing it out, and like this is like what I use like all the time. So I wanted to mention that because it's a really popular concealer, but I'm still trying it out. It's really thick, this concealer. I think mixing it with this is really good, but this is thick. I'm gonna just show y'all what I've been using before I got the Shape Tape, because I jumped on the Shape Tape bandwagon very late, almost like a whole year late. So I will first put on the Urban Decay one. This shade is light neutral, and then I'll grab the Fair shade, put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'll grab the same Dofa applicator that the Naked, from the Naked bottle, and I'll go on top, because this is lighter. So you see, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I'll just go over top of that to add more highlight. So same Beauty Blender, Real Technique sponge, and dab dab dab, you know, boom. I just pounce up and down. That's all I do. For my forehead, I don't really like to highlight my forehead because I got a big old forehead, so I mostly contour my forehead. So I'll just leave a little highlight right in the middle. I will pat away where the product is the most, and then I'll go on my eye. This is how I prime my eyelids too. So I'll just prime them with this step. This is just the easiest way. So then I'll handle the part where, you know, you get most of your creasage. Creasage, is that a word? But yeah. Just take that point and just pat, you know, pat it away. Shear it out, make it look natural, but we're not natural because this is full coverage. And then the same thing with this side. That's it for the concealer. So we're highlighted now. We're highlighted Johns. All right, so now we're gonna, I set my whole face like with powder, like my under eyes, whatever you want to call it, baking, setting, whatever. So right now I've been using the Cover FX. This powder is very, very good. I'm just dumping this one. Okay, so to start off with the setting procedure, I know I already buffed in, like, well, buffed out the creases under my eyes, but when you set something, it's gonna stay like that. So if you set it and there's a crease there, you're gonna have a crease all day. So just to make sure, I tap away, make sure I'm getting all the, and I try to stay looking up. Well, obviously I can't be looking up now, but I'll stay like looking up, and I'll press the powder in. Feel me? I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I'm gonna take the flat side of this brush, dump it in the powder, and just boom, start setting everywhere. This step, honestly, to me is necessary, because if you don't do this, your makeup, I don't care what foundation you have, if it says is you don't need to set it, you know, you could put it on and walk out the door, your foundation is just going to be slipping and sliding. If you hug anybody and your face even touches them a little bit, you're just gonna, your foundation is going to come off, like, no matter what foundation you have on. I have yet to meet a foundation that, you know, doesn't, and I'm not gonna put that even to the test. So I'll just, like, you know, press that in the powder, because, you know, I really want it to, you know, it's not called beating your face for no reason. So once, you know, you let that bake all in your skin, just dust it off. But while I'm dusting it off, I like to press in, you know, the remainder. So I'm dusting off the excess, but I'm also pressing it in too. So I'm just dust away. So now, what is the next step, Alicia? I don't know, I have to think a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what it is. Bronzer. So this bronzer, if you don't have it, you need to go out and buy it. The Makeup Forever Pro Bronzer Fusion. I'm literally like reading it from the viewfinder because I don't know the name of anything. Pro Bronzer Fusion. I just know what it looks like. This bronzer is like, it's a cream. It's a cream, but a powder at the same time. This thing is so good. And this will not, like, if you have problems with your bronzer or your contour or whatever, and it starts to look blotchy, get this. This does not happen with this. It will not. So I just like swirl. I got a lot product, and I'll like press in. Like, I won't really like swirl. Oh, I just love this bronzer. It's so good. So this will just go right in here in the bronzer. Who's texting me? In this, you know, this is your bronzer area right here. So you just bronze. Oops. So for all my makeup heads out there, please don't ever just put on foundation and walk out the door. You will look like a ghost. The reason why, you know, us makeup people, we put on all the bronzer and concealer and highlight is to bring back dimension to your face. Because when you put on foundation, it's just blank. It's one layer. Like, you know, your face has natural contours and highlights to it. So when you put on that foundation, it blocks all that off. So we bronze and highlight to bring all the natural stuff that we have naturally. This is also another holy grail for me. This is literally the first high-end product that I ever bought from Sephora. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. So, like I said, I use to highlight like underneath my eye, I use these two shades. I just mix them together. They are Lucid and Lyric. So I'm gonna fix up the bronzer that I brought in to, you know, over here. These powders are so good. Will contour my face. So I bronzed, I highlighted, and I'll contour. I use the same palette. I just use these two shades and I'll just mix them. Oh, and I take like this brush, like a regular contour brush. Tap, and then I will just, this is just literally because the bronzer shade is too warm. So I can't just like use that. So when I put these shades on top of it, it'll bring it to a cool tone and make it look more natural. So this will just like really go on the edges. And then for here, I just chisel out my cheekbone. So right here. I'll bring it up here a little bit and chisel this out. And then the same thing I'll do for, you know, the double chin. Gotta get that jawline because I got no type of jawline. So right in here, give myself a fake jawline. Yeah, and then when, like, you know, I'm feeling a little extra, I like to take the last shade, the darkest one, just very lightly dab it and pop that literally right in the hollowest part of my cheek. So now, like, just to blend everything out, I'll go back to this brush and I'll just, wherever I put bronzer, like under here, to make sure like it's all seamless. I'll do the same for the top, and then here again I'll just lightly just like mesh everything together. Here too, we don't want no harsh lines on my nose. So now I'm gonna highlight, but before I highlight my face, I spray my Fix Plus. Alright, so that's pretty much dry now, so I'm gonna highlight. And I always use my Becca, this is the Jaclyn Hill face palette. Usually spritz my brush with Fix Plus just one time, a little bit, and I'll swirl, grab that, you know, tap, and then apply. Let's make sure you got that glow. Yo, Jaclyn really did her thing with this highlight, like. apply blush. This is a Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Party Powder. And then we highlighted. Now I would do my eyebrows, and then I would do my eyeshadow and put on my lashes and do my lipstick. I'm not gonna do that for this video. I'm just gonna pop on lashes and fill in my brows just a little bit, just to do my outro and look a little bit more alive. So I'll be right back and I'll show you the last finishing step, the setting spray that I use. So I'll be right back. Right, so I applied my lashes, I did my brows, put on some lip gloss, mascara, a little bit of eyeshadow, and this is the last step that I take to do my foundation. I've been spraying with a setting spray. Right now I'm using the Tatcha and I absolutely love it. Before I was using the Cover FX spray. It was good. And I have the Marc Jacobs, the coconut spray. They're all really good. I really like them. But I just got this in and I've always wanted this. So this is what I've been using. So I just... all the dew. I just want it all. Yeah, it's so good. You're only supposed to put like 2 sprays, but who has time for that? So let me just let that dry. Oh, snap. And that is how I do my foundation, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, social media, any of that. I love, my phone keeps going off. I love all of you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. I love you. See you in my next video.